Welcome back to Astrology, Angels, and More. I'm Mary Silvernail, your host, and I'm really looking forward to sharing so much information with you tonight because what I'm going to be doing is giving you the astrological forecast for the entire year of 2024. There's a lot of information. I suggest very strongly that you go and get a pen or a pencil and something to write with and get a pad to write down any of the notes, because we're going to also be talking about the retrograde dates of Mercury for the coming year, and also everything about eclipses and each individual sign's horoscope for the year. There's a lot of information you're going to be getting here tonight. Okay? So, if you would like to watch us, the show is available always, of course. All the shows are on YouTube, and also community media of statenisland.org. You can go on there and you can watch the shows actually on your phone if you want to. All you have to do is look for the show under Variety Channel, Astrology, Angels, and More. Just look under the show name and you can watch it. Now, the show airs in Staten Island on Community Media of Staten Island TV. It airs at 7:30 on Sunday evenings. And plus, throughout the month, this will be airing on TV on channel 35 FiOS and 79 Spectrum. But of course, you can always watch it on YouTube. Now, I'm going to be giving you the information that I also share with all my clients. And this is everything that I have written and I put together every year for you. Okay? So here we go. First of all, we have the 2024 astrological forecast. So Brian, if you could put that up, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. A lot of work was done in order to give you all this information. So first of all, where we're starting off is with the Mercury retrograde dates. Now, Mercury retrograde, that is a time, especially for Virgos and Geminis, because their ruling planet is Mercury. So it especially affects you guys, but it's nothing to really be concerned about. It's really just these periods of time when Mercury is retrograde is a time of preparation. Actually, when any of the planets are retrograde, it's a time of preparation for whatever that planet rules, such as Mercury rules ideas, thinking, communication. So it isn't the best time to go and buy an appliance or a new car, or if you're planning a trip, just realize that there might be delays. So April 1st to April 25th, then again from August 4th to August 28th, and then again from November 25th to December 15th. Okay, Brian, can you come back to me, please? Thank you. All right. So also now what I wanted to talk to you guys about are the eclipses that are coming up this year. And there's a really important eclipse that's coming up on April the 8th that I'll also be talking to you about. But for right now, I'd like to put up the dates of the eclipses. If you could, please, Brian, I'd appreciate it. Okay, there they are. There's all the eclipses for the year 2024, lunar and solar eclipses. And these are Eastern Standard Time. Okay? So now the first one is a partial lunar eclipse on March 25th, and that happens at 3 a.m. What that has to do with how it affects us, because every eclipse will affect everyone. It affects everyone here on this earth. And the effects would be about partnership issues and focusing on what needs to be balanced. Balance is a very important thing in life, very important. Now, that's the yin yang of life. Then on April the 8th, we're going to be having that very important total solar eclipse in Aries. And that happens actually, the actual eclipse is 2:21 a.m. And that has a lot to do with, it reveals vacuums in leadership and calls for a new command. Interesting, isn't it, that would be happening right now in 2024. You may find yourself suddenly in charge of something. Now, this is for an individual, okay? But it's also the second half of the Great American Eclipse from August 2017, which I've talked about many times. Now, I think that we have here it is, yes, the Great American Eclipse. Now, this is the one that also happened in 2023. There were 3 crosses over the United States that had happened, 3 paths of the eclipse. The first one actually had happened in August, I believe it was August 17th of 2017. And then again, we had not a total eclipse like the one that we had in 2017 when everybody was going out buying the glasses and all that. But then we had another one, October the 14th, 2023. And now this particular one that is coming up for us, which is extremely important for our country. And that total solar eclipse is April the 8th, 2024. And I would like to talk a little bit about that. If you could come back to me for a moment, I'd appreciate it, Brian. Thank you so much. Okay, so, a total solar eclipse only happens in the same place once every 400 years. So this is absolutely once in a lifetime. And what's going to happen with this particular eclipse is it's going to be cutting a 124-mile path across the state of New York alone, okay? Now, this is going to begin in New York at 2:08 p.m. We're talking about the state of New York. And what's going to be happening is we're going to have a Buffalo first, okay? Let me see. Yeah, that's 2:04 p.m. That's really like the best place if you were in New York to be able to see it. But you should be able to get a little bit of a glimpse. Now, it's at its maximum at 3:20 p.m. But what will be happening is it will not be totally visible in Staten Island or New York City. However, you will be able to get a partial glimpse of it, especially anywhere between 2:08 p.m. to 4:32 p.m. on April the 8th, Monday, April the 8th, 2024. Now, that total eclipse will actually be crossing North America first, passing over Mexico, then the United States, and then Canada. The total solar eclipse will actually begin over the South Pacific Ocean. And the first location in the continental North America that will experience totality is Mexico's Pacific coast at around 11:07 a.m. The path of the eclipse continues from Mexico, entering the United States and Texas, and traveling through Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Now, Brian, could you please put up that screen again for me with the eclipse? There we go. See, that's the path of it. Now, the eclipse will enter Canada in southern Ontario and continue through Quebec, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Cape Breton. The eclipse will exit continental North America on the Atlantic coast of Newfoundland, Canada, at 5:16 p.m. It's in the sign of Aries, triggering issues, here it is, of change of leadership, independence, courage, and it's conjunct the asteroid Chiron, which can bring up some medical issues. But that is the path that it's going to be taking. And if you want to learn more about that, I suggest that maybe you just simply Google it. It's called the Great American Eclipse. This actually began in 2017. Then we had another crossing, 2023, and now the final crossing, which is a total solar eclipse, and that's April the 8th, 2024. So, let's see. Let's go back to the eclipses. Here we go. So now, after April the 8th, the next eclipse we're going to be dealing with is on September 17th. It's a partial lunar eclipse. And this is the start of a 2.5-year eclipse series with Pisces and Virgo that highlights healing, charitable service, and balance between dreams and reality. You know, this is actually your year, Pisces and Virgo. A lot is going to be happening. A lot is going to be happening for you, and especially at the time of this eclipse on September 17th. Realize that an eclipse, you can come back to me, Brian, realize that an eclipse can affect you as an individual or affect a country or really affect the world. The energy of it can last for a couple of years, a few years, but at the minimum 6 months, okay? And we've been actually building up to this particular eclipse that I'm talking about, well, the ones that I've already talked about, but this one with Pisces and Virgo. Now, the next one after that, let's see, can you put up the screen again, Bri? Thank you so much. Isn't Brian wonderful? He's amazing. Okay, so the next one that we're going to be dealing with is a total eclipse, it's total solar eclipse again, and that's in Libra, and that's on October the 2nd, 10 degrees Libra, and that's at 2:49 p.m. And you may see a shocking dimension of someone who you thought you knew inside and out. Surprises. See, a lot of surprises are coming up this year. All right, so now, Brian, if you could come back to me again, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be going through each sign, beginning with Aries. So here we go. It's going to be in succession of the zodiac. And when I say each sign, so if you happen to know your rising sign, it will also apply to you. Say your rising sign is Aries, but when you were born, the sun was in Cancer. Well, you should be listening to both, and especially paying attention to whatever the rising sign is, and also the sun sign, and putting them both together. But if you only know your sun sign, that's okay too. Okay? So here we go. Now we're going to go to, I think, Aries, right, Brian? Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's Aries. So now Aries. The lunar north node is traveling in Aries the entire year for the first time in 18 and a half years, pushing you to pursue your personal destiny. That's right, Aries. Jupiter and Uranus bring unexpected money making opportunities for you out of the blue, especially in the month of April. That eclipse is especially affecting anyone with the Aries sun sign or rising sign. This is your year, Aries, for popularity, especially as your leadership skills come to fruition. Some karmic issues pop up regarding love matters, teaching you lessons that will teach you new ways of approaching romantic relationships. Okay, now we're going to go on to Taurus. Okay, so let's see now. Taurus, a wide spectrum of opportunities are headed your way. 2024 is a year of adventure and discovery. A word of caution: be careful of your words and wait until the proper moment to reveal what you have discovered. Your speaking and your words are very important this year, Taurus. It's very important. And be careful what you say, especially during the Mercury retrogrades, because it could be misconstrued. So with the help of lucky Jupiter, after May 25th, you'll be steering your money-making skills into a more concrete direction. You must choose your affiliates wisely. Choose your friends and your business partners wisely. This is a big year of teamwork and technology for you, which creates very important connections for your success. Wellness is a high priority for you in 2024, Taurus. Curb your stress before it triggers bigger issues. Stress is usually at the bottom of any kind of a health issue, you know? So the more that you get out in nature, meditate, or do creative things, and express your creativity, for all the signs this is, the more you can lower your stress levels. With this year's unprecedented growth and personal expansion, it presents a perfect backdrop for a healthy love relationship. You may take a calculated financial risk and jump out of your comfort zone, bringing great rewards, though. Very important year for money. If you could come back to me, Brian, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is a very important year for money because we're dealing with the planet Jupiter and Uranus, both in Taurus. And Jupiter is luck. Jupiter is abundance, wealth. Jupiter is opportunity. But Uranus is sudden change. So be careful with your investments. As long as you're very careful with your investments, and I'm not just talking about Taurus, I'm talking about everybody, okay? You could really, really do very well this year, but you have to choose what you're going to invest in very carefully. Okay, so let's see now, Brian, we can go to Gemini, right? Okay, here we go. Let's go to Gemini. Gemini, 2024 is your year to deepen your spirituality and creativity. With Jupiter and Uranus's rare appearance in your 12th house. Oh boy, the 12th house is the deep inner workings of the mind. It's also very karmic. It's the karma you brought in. Okay, from especially your very last lifetime. This is the time for deep meditation that will bring divine inspiration. From May 25th through June 9th, you'll be reinventing your life. Let yourself dream as if anything were possible. Make a vision board and tune into your deepest desires for your career, karmic destiny. Points have been triggered in your stars, creating a passion to forward an important cause near and dear to your heart. The once in 12-year Jupiter cycle, it only comes around once in 12 years into your 12th house, also pertains to karmic love relationships. Yes, someone from a previous lifetime will be coming into your life that can bring a reconnection of a soulmate or even a twin flame, especially when Venus is shining on you May 23rd through June 17th. Gemini, make a note of those dates, because that's your time, especially then for love. So make sure you get out there and enjoy yourself. Okay, the sign of Cancer. This is the year you need to be selective with your socializing. Be around people who lift you up and avoid the energy vampires. You know who they are. Energy vampires, the ones that can drain the energy right from you. The complainers, you know the ones. You have a cosmic calling to become a role model as a heart-centered leader within your community. This year, you will move away from your comfort zone regarding love, which creates some very interesting plot twists in a spicy relationship. This year, you will learn about maximizing money and making it work for you. Entrepreneurship, publishing, and travel are very lucky in your stars, dear Cancer, for 2024. Okay, could you come back to me, please? You know, when I was just talking about that, I have a Cancerian friend of mine that, boy, that just fit her to the T. My goodness, isn't that wonderful? Okay, so now we're going to move on to beautiful Leo. I have a lot of Leos in my life, boy. I love Leo. Leos have the biggest hearts of the zodiac, but don't ever push them too far, because then you'll hear the lion roar. Okay, so let's move to Leo, Bri. Here we are, beautiful Leo. Okay, 2024, you break through the glass ceiling. Public prestige and achievements soar you to the top, especially in the first half of the year. Then from May 25th to June 9th, 2025. Yes, that's what I said. That's a very long period of time. That's a year. So from May 25th, 2024 to June 9th, 2025, collaboration and innovation are key. It's time to get back in touch with long-lost friends and associates the second half of 2024. Because let me tell you, they're going to bring you a lot of opportunity. Yes, they are. Your friends and your associates, a lot of opportunity. However, be very careful who it is you team up with in love or business due to Neptune, the master of illusions. That's what Neptune is. It can cause all kinds of confusion. So, the master of illusions aspects in your stars. Get real about any relationship imbalances. Stop kidding yourself. It's time to really take a very strong look at your relationships. Life is very short. If single, put focus on attracting a team player. You have the romantic it factor during the summer of 2024. Your willpower is weak, though, at this time for beauty and luxury, so watch your spending, Leo. Leos like to spend money on beautiful things. Brian, can you come back to me? Thank you so much. Okay, so now the next sign of the zodiac that we're going to be talking about is Virgo. And Virgo, as I said before, with that eclipse that's coming up in September, Virgo and Pisces have a lot of big changes, beautiful changes actually, that are going to be happening in their lives. It's like the time has come. It's here and it's now. So now if we can go to Virgo, Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you. So now, Virgo. Versatility is key this year. It is all about blending your wealth of personal wisdom and your dynamic ambition. You are traveling and learning a whole new way to do business. Luck is on your side, Virgo, and your professional life rockets into a whole new orbit. You are an expert in your industry, and it's time to get public and shine. Emotional agility will be needed in your close relationships with some unexpected bumps in the road. 2024 could be the year that you completely refigure your finances to your benefit. Your vision of financial growth must move to a whole new concept, but romance is strongly aspected in your stars, especially in August. Okay. Now, Virgo, one of the things that I also wanted to mention to you is that, beautiful Virgos, so many times they have a problem with self-confidence, confidence in general. They have a problem with that. And this is truly, truly, this year is when you will shine. You really have beautiful aspects in your stars. And this is finally the year that you will be able to overcome any of those feelings of lack or of the lack of self-confidence or the lack of having enough security or finances. So now we're going to go on. Brian, if you could go back to me for a sec, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sorry about that because I didn't move. It wasn't Brian, it was me. I didn't move quickly enough from Leo to Virgo, but that's why I left it up there for a while. Okay? So, and realize you can always go on YouTube and rewind, right? Okay. So, here we go now. We're going to be talking about, oh boy, Libra. Oh, wait till you hear this, Libra. Here we go. Okay, Libra. The karmic south node of the moon is journeying through Libra all year for the first time in 20 years. You are dealing with tremendous emotion and anger that needs therapeutic and energetic healing, shadow work, to get back into your serene balance. Very important for Libra to stay balanced. Libra is the scales. Libras are beautiful people, absolutely beautiful people. You will be a stronger person for it when the transit ends January the 11th, 2025. A new part of your personality will emerge. There's going to be a whole new, brand new you. Your physical health is excellent. Your hidden artistic or creative talents rise to the surface now, and you can create quite a following. Financially, though, Libra, turn your mind to investments and trading with the lucky aspects of lucky Jupiter and Uranus in your house of trade. So if we could come back to the studio. Thanks, Brian. Okay, now let me tell you. What I just said to you, Libras or Libra rising, is really quite important because you're going to have an opportunity for the first time in 20 years. Okay, that's a big deal. And especially in reference to investments. The Libras, they're always beautiful people and they really enjoy the beauty in life. They have an eye for beauty, but also they know how to get things in balance. And you guys have been a little bit out of balance, especially in the year 2023. But all that is about to change. You're going to get yourself in balance. So if there's any inner work that you need to do, anything emotionally bothering you, anything that's been bothering you or changes that you need to make in your life, this is the year to do it. And then let me tell you, you're really going to just soar. You're going to fly. Okay, so let's move to Scorpio, Bri. Okay, Scorpio. Luck is in your stars regarding love in 2024. Here we go. Marriage is in your stars. You know, that's interesting because I just heard yesterday about a Scorpio that I know that set the wedding date at the end of the year. I can't get over this. Wow. And I got to tell you, yeah, it's wow. Okay, so Scorpio. All right, so here we go. So you have luck and you have marriage in your stars. And you know, you always do better as a twosome than a solo, especially this year, Scorpio. Your love life is erotic and intimate. Oh, Scorpios are very, very passionate people. This is also the perfect year for manifesting your dreams. You are vibrating in perfect rhythm with the universe. The world is your oyster. This year, you may move or buy a new home. Your home and all who dwell in it are key. That's very important for a Scorpio. Their family, very important. Any ancestral trauma or issues may also heal at this time. Anything that you've been carrying or something like issues handed down throughout the generations, this is the year to finally heal it. Get back in the flow of a daily routine of wellness with exercise, proper nutrition, work life more manageable, lowering your stress level as much as you can, moving your body, get stuck energy flowing. Come back to the studio, please, Bri. Thanks. So bottom line, Scorpio, you know, if you need a membership to a gym or whatever you need, but you got to get moving and going, okay? You need to get all that stuck stuff going because you have some really nice stars. You know, I have to tell you, worldwide for so many reasons, but especially, you know, on individual bases, there is a lot of luck in the universe. It doesn't look like it right now, you know, with things that we're dealing with in the world, but there are very lucky stars that are happening. A lot of the aspects are pretty darn wonderful. Okay, so let's see. Where are we? We have to go to Sagittarius. Okay. Wow, Sagittarius. Here we go. The key this year is to slow down. You know, Sagittarians are always running around, doing this, doing that. Oh my goodness, they're constantly on the go. They never sit down. So the key this year is to slow down and plan, which is totally out of character for you. This is a lucky career year for you. Use your voice to elevate and energize. Your sixth house of health is charged with streamlined, clean living, making you feel vitality and strength more than you have felt in years. Like you're reborn, you know? There may be challenges in the home environment, though, throughout the year, but nothing that can't be resolved. Refining your messaging in all matters will go a long way. Oh boy, okay, like Sagittarius, Taylor Swift, with all your hard work and dedication, this could be your year of fame. Finances finally get back on an even keel, Sag. Okay, this is important for Sagittarius. But it's very important, if you could come back to the studio, Brian, that the Sagittarius needs to slow down a bit. Seriously, okay? It's like you're burning the candle at both ends. Okay, so now we're going on to Capricorn. Here we go. Okay, Capricorn. Oh, yeah. Hard-working Capricorn needs to stop and smell the roses, just like Sagittarius, okay? But, you know, Capricorns are known for their hard work. They're always working. They're workaholics. So, especially for the first 5 months of the year with Jupiter and Uranus energies creating spontaneity, and lots of fun in your house of love, Capricorn. Your creativity is also noticed and you shine. Now, creativity, when I talk about, can you come back for a second, Brian? Creativity, when I talk about creativity, I'm not just talking about like, painting or artwork or something like that. I'm talking about even the creative mind, the creations in your mind. If you're a musical person, you express your creativity through maybe you play the guitar or you play the piano or you sing. That's expressing your creativity. Very important for everyone to find where their creativity lies and to be able to express that. That relieves stress like you wouldn't believe, and it creates a very balanced person, no matter what your creativity is. Sometimes your creativity is in business. You have a very creative mind in business. It depends on what it is. Okay? But creativity is extremely important. Now, could we go back to Capricorn again so everybody could see it? There we go. So now, respect in your friendships, Capricorn, becomes extremely important for you. Hidden jealousy from others may emerge. Oh, yeah. Lots of times people can't help their feelings of jealousy, especially many times of Capricorns, because Capricorns are usually very successful people because they work so hard their whole life. You see things clearly now, especially after the 16 years of shadow work that you have endured from Pluto. What that means is, for the past 16 years, Capricorn rising and Capricorn sun sign, or even anyone with a Capricorn moon. The planet Pluto has been in Capricorn, which has caused really all the problems in the United States. I've talked about that on so many shows because of where Capricorn is in the astrological chart of the United States. And that's, the wrecking ball. That's darkness. That's the shadow. And this is the shadow work that I'm talking about. It's like you've relived so many things or any of the trauma that ever happened in your life, Capricorn. Okay? You've already dealt with all that work. It's called shadow work when you're going back and you're reviewing and doing maybe a soul retrieval or whatever kind of work like that. And especially Capricorn has been dealing with this 16 years. So now it's finally over because Capricorn now is moving into Aquarius. So back to the screen again, Brian. Okay, you have, let's see, you have out the other end, you have come out the other end and are shining in the light. Yeah, I always describe when you're dealing with Pluto in a prominent place in your stars that it's like going through the Holland Tunnel, okay? You're in the dark for so long, and then you finally start seeing a light, and then finally, eventually, you come out the other end, and the wrecking ball swings the other way, and it brings you into a beautiful light and creates a wonderful life for you. So try to find the best way to balance home and career. That's important this year. And it's okay to ask for assistance. Lots of times, Capricorns are too proud to ask for assistance. Your health is good. Just be mindful of your lower back and your knees, Capricorn. Very important. Okay? Just be aware of that. So now, beautiful Aquarius. Here we go. Here's Aquarius, the water bearer. This is your year of profound transformation. People will notice a remark that they'll notice and also remark. They're going to tell you that you seem like a different person, like a completely different person. This is all good. You also want change in your home. You're yearning for change in your home. You want to change your decor, or you may even want to move to your dream home. Money flows from unexpected sources, and you are enjoying yourself with lots of travel and entertainment, Aquarius. You become involved in humanitarian issues and aid. You know, this is something like a soul's purpose for Aquarians. They really care about humanity as a whole. And many times you'll find an Aquarian working on endeavors that aid humanity and pets, the animal kingdom, contributing to the world. You become involved in the humanitarian issues and aid, and lucky you, Venus, the planet of love, will take 2 trips through your sign. Aren't you lucky? For love. From February 16th to March the 11th, and then again December 7th, 2024 to January 2nd, 2025. Remember those dates for love, Aquarius. Jot it down. It's basically bookending 2024 with romance and magic. February 22nd of this year can be a pivotal day for romantic decisions. Perhaps you get engaged, or maybe even get married. Okay, can you come back to the studio for a minute, Brian, before we get into Pisces? You know, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, but I have a lot more information to give you guys about even what's going on in this month of January. The day that we're filming here is actually January the 10th, 2024. So there's some important things that are also coming up in the month of January for everyone. But first of all, let's finish up with Pisces. Okay, Brian, let's go to Pisces. There we are. Okay. Remember what I had said earlier. It's very important this year with that eclipse in September, especially for Pisces and Virgo. Now, once again, after a difficult 16-year journey of Pluto, Pluto was finally moving from Capricorn to Aquarius into your 12th house, Pisces, of divine inspiration. A rich spiritual transformation right down to your soul is taking place, awakening you to your gifts as a healer, spiritual coach, or maybe even an artist. Blessings and gifts that you karmically came in with are finally opening up, blossoming. Friendships and group affiliations may change as you move toward this elevated spiritual level. Don't be afraid to let go. It's time to move on. You know, as we evolve spiritually, all of us, you'll notice that many times the people that you had things in common with before, perhaps then you don't as much, unless they are also evolving at a close enough rate to you. But we all evolve at different levels. It's all our own soul's journey. Great aspects, Pisces, in your house of communication. Refine your communications strategies, allowing you to excel in communications of all kinds. This is very important, especially for anyone in their career, any Pisces rising or Pisces sun sign, when with their career in any form of communication, but such as sales or writing, or any kind of communication work, whether speaking or writing. See, I even had put that down. Saturn moved to Pisces on March 7th, 2023, and will stay until February 13th, 2026, urging you to get very serious about your goals in life. Whatever you build will arise out of daily, repetitive effort. Your relationship and lessons with money and love go through a positive karmic upgrade throughout 2024. That's pretty darn good, Pisces. Okay, so Brian, can you come back to me again? All right. So we went through all the signs and we have a little bit of time left over. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so I have some more information to give everybody. I love doing the show in January because there's so much information to be had, and especially for this year 2024. You know, I have been waiting for the year 2024, actually for more than 20 years. Yes, I have, because I've been, as a professional astrologer, I have been watching the stars. And 2024 is when I really feel that we're going to come out of a lot of the mayhem that has happened in our country and in this world. But let's talk about the month of January that we're in right now. And I want to wish all of you, after all of that, a very happy 2024. And I also want to wish Capricorn a very happy birthday. Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac, with the teacher Saturn as its ruler. The colors black and royal blue are associated with the sign of Capricorn. Garnet and onyx are Capricorn's lucky gems. Capricorns are loyal, faithful, practical, and carry themselves with much dignity. Their downfalls can be that they're a little bit too possessive, sometimes even jealous in nature. And that, of course, the workaholics of the zodiac, like I was mentioning earlier before. And but what I wanted to really talk about, as I mentioned, today is January the 10th, 2024. And overnight, what we're going to be having, which is actually on January the 11th, is the Capricorn new moon. This is the time. So we're already experiencing this energy. Now remember, any new moon or full moon, we have the effects 3 days before, the day of, and 3 days after. So we're already in this, okay? And the Capricorn new moon, this is the time to organize and simplify life. A lot of emotions are at the forefront right now. By actively reducing the amount of things that you have to do, the things that are on your plate, you can more easily manage the intensity of the experiences you may be going through. This is all intensified by the strong stellium of the Sun, Moon, Mars, and Pluto, all in Capricorn. There's a whole stellium of stars here in Capricorn. So any of you Capricorn risings, or any of you Capricorn sun signs, this is brand new beginnings for you. It's like whatever you have been working on for the past year, and I'm not just talking about 2023. I'm talking about the past like 365 days, okay, behind you. It's like you have a brand new fresh start now. Right now. Isn't that wonderful? So now with the moon's major trine, a trine is the luckiest aspect in astrology. With the moon's major trine aspect to Uranus and Taurus, innovation and a bit of rebellious approach can actually save the day. Uranus may also offer a surprise blessing for a surprise opportunity. So be aware. Don't wait on acting on this blessing. It could leave almost as quickly as it arrives, like that in the blink of an eye. This is a time of possible financial bonuses, and it's about creating your own luck. You know, we really do all create our own luck. Now, on January 25th, so the end of this month, Leo, and for everyone, it's the Leo full moon. This full moon demands attention. Wait till you see at the end of this month how brilliant that moon is going to be. Okay? This full moon demands attention, pulling on our heartstrings with overwhelming emotion at every turn. You must focus on the positive. However, bad behavior can no longer be tolerated. Things can be a bit complicated with the fixed T-square, which is another astrological aspect, to lucky Jupiter in Taurus, which intensifies feelings of determination. Taurus represents determination, okay? Or of just being stuck. This is the time to get unstuck. If you're stuck in something, I'm talking to everyone, okay? If you're stuck in a relationship or stuck in a situation that you feel that you really need to make the change, the time of the Leo full moon is when to do it. Tact or ready to fight, okay? It's up to you. But one will come into play at this time. With Pluto's aspect, the situation can be very complex with hidden pieces yet to be exposed. Remember, I told you this is the year, especially this year, even more so than last year, where you're going to see a lot of things coming to the surface, a lot of hidden things. This is a great time to utilize and use energy work such as Reiki or any kind of energy work that you use to disperse any negative energies. You need to be saging, releasing the energies at the time of the full moon. Black obsidian is a great stone, and smoky quartz can be useful to absorb any negative energies. This full moon at the end of the month is the time to get rid of anything that's been holding you back, any of the psychic attacks, okay? I'm serious. Also, utilize some rose quartz to bring in loving, peaceful vibes to reverse any polarities. Another important aspect here, January 27th, Uranus stations direct after being retrograde since August the 28th, 2023. Now remember, Uranus is is the planet of change, great change. It's a time of rebelliousness and risks. Realize that, okay? This is the time to express yourself and listen to your own intuition. It's a time of change and reawakening. Depending where Uranus falls in your own astrological chart. An astrological chart is actually what's behind me here on the screen. Okay, it has 12 houses. Wherever the planet Uranus is falling, whatever house it's in and the aspects it's making in your individual personalized chart is the part of your life that it's affecting that's going to create great change. It's a time of change and reawakening. Depending where Uranus falls in your astrological chart is where the most change will occur. Worldwide, this has to do with environmental and financial changes. Just remember this. I'd like to leave with this note. Okay? Whenever you have become static in your life, or stagnant, or comfortably asleep in the way you identified your reality, you are being asked to consciously embrace the volcanic energy of change. That's a quote, actually, from Ariel Spilsbury. Now, with all that, we're going to have to wind up soon. How much time do we have, Brian, that I can talk? 1 minute? Okay. First of all, I want to wish all of you many, many, many bright, beautiful blessings of health, love, peace, wealth for 2024. This is the year that we have all been waiting for. This is the year of tremendous good change. I want you all to be aware of the energies that are happening around you, especially on April the 8th, the time of the great American eclipse. And on another show before April the 8th, I will be talking more about this eclipse. I hope you all enjoyed this astrological forecast and predictions for 2024. I wish you so many blessings. If you have any questions, just contact myself or Brian. Our emails are at the end of the show. And don't forget to watch our show, 7:30 p.m. Sunday evenings, channel 35 FiOS, 79 Spectrum, and of course on YouTube. Many, many bright blessings to you. Many, many, many bright blessings. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for watching.